In this video, I'm going to be showing you the ping, lag, and packet loss advantages of the Ozot network compared to other internet service provider networks. So I'm currently connected to the Telstra network, and what I'm going to do is we need to go into a game that shows ping, lag, and packet loss stats. Overwatch 2 seems to have some real good in-game stats, so I'm going to go into an Overwatch 2 game. I'm then going to start a Steam download and we're going to watch the stats. And then I'm going to go into a League of Legends game. Then I'm going to start a Steam download and we're going to watch the stats, the network stats, the ping, lag, and packet loss, and we'll see how they handle. And then I'm going to sign up to Ozot and have my internet connection remotely switched from Telstra to Ozot. And then we're going to go into Overwatch again and run a Steam download and watch the stats, and then League of Legends and watch the stats and see how they compare. So you guys can follow along with whatever internet service provider you guys are connected to. I recommend going into the game you play and starting a Steam download and watching the stats and just watching essentially how much they crumble. So we can verify that I'm connected to the Telstra network by going to Internet Speed Test on Google, and yeah, you can see that I'm connected to Telstra. It's a 50/20 internet connection, and I'm in Baldivis on an NBN fibre to the curb internet connection. So if you're in Perth on fibre to the prem, you might have quicker ping. But yeah, so it'll vary where your house is and what technology you're connected to. So let's open up Overwatch. Alright, I'm going to create a custom game. So I'll click create, change that to invite only in case one of my friends joins. Settings, we want to set the server to Australia 3, which is Sydney. And I'll set the map just to Busan, I think that's how you say it. And we will click start.
Now traveling to Busan.
I'll pick Bastion. Awesome. So to pull up the network stats in Overwatch, what you do is you push Control-Shift-N, and then you get this graph. So the ping is PNG or RTT, which is it's called latency. Some like people call it latency, people call it ping. They're the same, essentially the same. If you hear ping or latency, they're the same. And the loss in and the loss out is the packet loss, and the jitter, which is the variance between the pings, is the lat, I believe, in this Overwatch. From left to right, so RTT, you can see the left one is the minimum, the middle one is the average, and the third one is the maximum for this time interval. So on the Telstra network, we're getting 82 milliseconds with no download running, and around 0.8 jitter or lat, and the packet loss is 0, which is fine. This seems fine. So I'm gonna write that down on the notepad, just so we can refer back to it. So Telstra, Overwatch 2, we were getting so to Sydney, 82 milliseconds, and yeah, that's fine. Oh, looks like it's gone down to, oh no, that was because I've alt tabbed maybe. It's going up and going down. You can see it's at 94 right now. It's going pretty high actually. Let's start a Steam download and watch what happens to those stats. So I'll open up Steam, start a download. So Steam download's currently running. Let it run for a second. Alright, let's have a look at the stats now. Okay, so with the download running, we can see the RTT. So the ping go up to 155, 160 right now, 164. It's pretty bad, and you can see you're getting warnings. The packet loss in is around 8% right now. And the lat or the jitter is going up to around 3, so that's the variance between the pings. Is yeah, it's basically gone to shit. So what is this? What is this? What does the ping mean? So let's go through. So what does ping, aka latency, mean? In game, like what is the real world experience that you'll have? So the lower the ping, the quicker you see people. So if an enemy ran around this, around this corner, the lower the ping, the quicker you see them come around the corner. So right now it would take a while, and they would have a big advantage on shooting us. The jitter, a real world. Sorry, I'll stick with ping and latency. So that's in FPSs, is usually around a corner, and like how your mouse feels, like it feels heavier with higher ping or latency. That's usually another, so the higher the heavier your mouse feels when you're sort of like moving. Another, in like League of Legends or Dota for example, your clicks feel heavier, and like using your abilities feels slower. Just everything feels worse with higher ping. So the lower the better, right? And jitter, or aka lag slash jitter we call it, the real world effects on bad jitter is rubber banding. I'll probably pull up a clip of bad rubber banding.
So as you can see in the video, I am lagging around. You can see the stuttering when I'm jumping and stuff. It mainly happens when you jump and sometimes when you're moving. It's kind of like that stutter. It just kind of rubber bands you a little bit.
Where essentially the server doesn't agree with your computer where you're meant to be, and it sort of teleports you back. It, like you jump and it sort of teleports you around. I'll try to pull up a good example of that. And packet loss is people sort of freezing, like the game freezes and then it starts again, and freezes and then starts again.
Spike ball, you need to prep this to nuke the spike ball ASAP. Yeah, this is. Nuke, and then go through the spike.
And what else? Sorry. So yeah, the freezing and watching people just freeze and then sort of teleport is bad packet loss, is like real world bad example of it going on. So I will stop the Steam download on the Telstra network and we'll see it come back. So yeah, connected to Telstra. So I'll stop the Steam download and it's back to 0 packet loss, which is good. And the ping is around 72. So it got up to around 156. I'll note that down. 156 while downloading. So if someone else in your house was downloading or Steam Auto Update came on, that's what you experience. Cool. So let's go into I'll turn off this stats, whoopsie. Control Shift M. Let's go into that League of Legends game. Exits to desktop. Let's lol. League of Legends. So the Steam download isn't running right now. Click play. Training, practice tool. This will put us on the Sydney servers. Start game. I like MF.
Fortune doesn't favor fools.
Awesome.
Don't get cocky.
Alright. So, my ping is 53 right now on the Telstra network to AU League of Legends. So better than Overwatch. Pretty good. Not too bad. 59, 64, 62.
Welcome to Summoner's
59, so it's around there. 57, 56. Let's write down 56. So Sydney, 56
30
MS.
seconds until minions spawn.
What I'm gonna do is start that Steam download, and we'll see how. So clicks feel fine. They don't feel too bad. Let's start that Steam download and see what happens. Alright, let it run. Cool, okay, the Steam download is running, and we can already see that my ping has gone up to 144 milliseconds. The clicks feel heavier, like this just feels, I'm teleporting around. It feels way worse. So trying to CS like this would be a nightmare.
I know what I'm
142, 152, 137. It's just spiking up and down. That's the jitter. It's not consistent. So 156, 130, 134. Alright, let's write 134 while downloading. 134 ms while downloading. And it feels bad. You can feel like I wouldn't want to play a game like this. So I'll stop the download. And yeah, it already feels way better, and you can see it coming back down 150. So it's back down to like 55. So, and it feels fine now.
You've got dangerous
So,
eyes. I like
what I will do now, we'll exit this, leave the game, Steam's still open, minimize that. So what we can do is sign up to Ozot and have our internet connection remotely switched. So Ozot, Overwatch 2, and we'll do the same test. So what I will do, we can refresh, we can see still connected to Telstra. So go to the Ozot website, you can see that they use shorter cables per for Sydney to provide quicker ping, and around the world as well, and they prioritize game traffic, which helps with the jitter and the packet loss. So I'm gonna sign up to that and have my connection remotely switched. So it's my current existing home router modem will automatically connect to the network. I'll, 04. So fill in their form. Click the one that comes up for the address. I'll do the same as the Telstra speed, so the 5020. Select that plan. I already have my own home router modem, which will automatically connect. So will yours. No landline. Who is your current internet provider, which is Telstra, which isn't in this list, so other NBN internet provider. The date, we want it done now, so select today, agree to that stuff, click connect. Okay, verify your mobile number. Okay. I got an SMS message with a code, so I'll put that in. Click verify. Awesome, I'm signed up with them. So the remote switch is going to happen in 5 to 20 minutes. So when the remote switch is done, we'll go back into Overwatch and look at the stats, and we'll run the same Steam download, and then we'll go into League of Legends, look at the stats, and then run the same Steam download and see how they compare. So I will let you know when it's done. Alright, I got an email asking me to sign up to the Ozot portal, so that means the remote switch has been completed and all of the everything has been set up. So to verify this, we will go to the same page we did on the Telstra network to confirm we're on. Yep, looks like we're connected to the Ozot network now. You can see on the left side says Ozot, so we are on the Ozot network. Let's load up Overwatch and pull up those stats and have a look. Alright, create custom server, the same as the other one on the Telstra network. So settings, not preset, lobby, Australia 3, which is the Sydney server, and the map Busan. Click start.
Now traveling to Busan.
Onto the same character, Bastion. There we go. Control Shift N. Pull out the network stats. And it looks like on the Ozot network we are getting 64 round trip ping, round trip time, so the latency 64. Yeah, let's compare that. So Sydney, 64 milliseconds. So what's that? Like 18 milliseconds lower ping. So keep in mind, nothing. The only thing that's changed is we've changed internet service providers. The home router's the same, the computer's the same, everything's the same except for we are now on the Ozot network compared to the Telstra network. So it looks like we are getting quicker ping to Overwatch. Let's run the Steam download and see what happens with the stats. As before, we saw how bad it went. So Steam, click play. So this is where the prioritizing game traffic should be a huge advantage on the Ozot network. We can see the downloads running. Let's have a look at the stats. The stats are staying the same. So on the Telstra, we're getting terrible loss in, and we were getting much higher ping round trip time. So the prioritizing of the game traffic is keeping it smooth. So this is huge. Even the jitter is staying at 0.0. Wow, staying real low. The jitter is. So you can see if someone in your house was started a Steam download or you accidentally started a Steam download, you're not impacted. So huge advantage there. You can see it's still running. I'll stop it, and it's the same. So massive improvement just by changing to Ozot for Overwatch. Let's check out League of Legends as well. Exit. So, and it stayed, yeah, 64 milliseconds while downloading. So massive win. Massive win. Yay. So League of Legends, Sydney. Let's have a look at League of Legends on Ozot. Log in. Alright, I'll join the practice tool, same as before, which puts us in the Sydney server. I'll pick MF again.
Fortune doesn't favor fools.
Alright,
She
cool.
can handle me, summoner.
So, it looks like we are getting 49 ping on the Ozot network. So on Telstra it was like 56. So quicker ping to AU League of Legends. 49. The clicks feel good. Went 49 to 50. Let's document that. So yeah, you can see on Telstra it was 56. So 49 milliseconds. Let's start that Steam download. See what happens. Alright, the Steam download is currently running. Let's go into the game and see what happens.
Don't get cocky.
So my clicks feel fine with the Steam download running on the Ozot network, and it's staying at 50, so clicks feel good, feels good. I would be able to play if someone was running a Steam download or other download, or even just watching everyone in your house watching Netflix or whatever. 49 to 50, it's just staying stable. So that's what prioritizing the game traffic does. Makes it feel good. The clicks feel fine. So yeah, massive win there. So that was 50, so 1 milliseconds difference, but I think that was just fluctuating between. So 49 to 50, huge win. So yeah, that's the advantage of the Ozot network. So I'll recap on Overwatch 2, Telstra. On the Telstra network on Overwatch 2, we're getting 82 milliseconds. Ozot Overwatch 2, we're getting 64. So big improvement there, and they get the quicker ping by using the shorter cables. So with the Steam download running on the Telstra network, we're getting 156 milliseconds. Which was, and packet loss was bad as well. It was like 10%. It was like 10% packet loss, and the jitter was bad. Jitter bad. On Ozot while downloading, it was like 64 milliseconds, so no difference. On Overwatch 2, it was like 0% packet loss, and the jitter stayed at 0.0. We saw around there. So big advantage. League of Legends on Telstra network was 56 milliseconds, and on Ozot it was 49 to 50. So there's a ping improvement on the Ozot network. The while downloading on the Telstra was 134 milliseconds, and it felt like crap, to be honest. And while downloading on the Ozot network, it stayed the same. So massive win there, and this is all games, right? This just isn't these two games. This is all games, all internet service providers. So your current internet service provider probably doesn't prioritize game traffic, which I think we're the only internet service provider that does right now. So you will be getting these terrible ping spikes and packet loss and bad jitter when people are downloading. So I would recommend just doing what I did, which is signing up to Ozot and having your internet connection remotely switched to us for better ping, lag, and packet loss. That's my sales pitch at the end. So yeah, those are the facts and the data and the figures. Have a good one.